The Chitrik Academy is dedicated in loving memory of Rabbi Tzvi Hirsh Chitrik.
Welcome to today's lesson. Today we're going to learn from Omer Le Reb Acha, which is on this line where it starts Biyal, until the two dots, which symbols to the end of this Gemara. This is a continuation to a previous Gemara that we established that the halacha is like Abaya, and we asked a question on Rava. Let's see the Gemara. Amar le Reb Acha berei de Rava. Reb Acha, the son of Rava, said, he asked, le Rav Ashi to Rav Ashi, v'chi ma'achar di tusav Rava. Now, after that we have established, we had asked a question, di tusav, we had asked a question on Rava, and we have proven that Yeshua Madas is not Yush. Hani tamre, these dates, dezeka, which have been blown by the wind, how are we allowed to eat them? This is Rav Acha's question. Rav Acha's question is, the custom was in those days that if a person's walking on a path, on a road, and he saw fruits, he saw dates on the floor that fell off of a tree, he's allowed to keep them, he's allowed to eat them. That was the accepted custom. So his question is, Rav Acha's question is, if we establish that the halacha is like a baya, the Yeshua Madas is not Yush, so when a person finds dates on the floor, he should not be allowed to keep it, because the owner does not know that it fell off his tree, and therefore he has to return it to the owner, because the owner never gave up on finding it. So why is it that the custom was that people eat from it? That was Rav Acha's question. Let's see Rav Ashi's answer. Here's the answer of Rav Ashi. It starts from here. Amar le, so Rav Ashi answered him, Kivan deikash katz v'ramashim, because there are vermin and creatures that crawl on the ka'achal that eat the dates that fall on the floor, mikare yu'ushim yayish benayu. The owner has in mind, he knows that because it's common for dates to fall off the tree onto the road, and he knows that different creatures will start eating from it, so he's disgusted by it, and he has in mind that if dates fall down, he gives up on finding it. Therefore, he gives up on keeping it. He doesn't want it returned. Therefore, if someone finds it, they may eat it because the owner has had in mind that he does not want them anymore. Therefore, this fits even according to Abaya. Now, Rav Acha is going to ask a question now to Rav Ashi. Let's put a question mark. He asked, Yasmei, orphans, dalav bnei mechilahu ninu, mai, orphans, or any children really that own property, dalav bnei mechila ninu. We say that they are not bnei mechila. They cannot give up or give to someone else something which belongs to them. Samai will be the halacha. What does this mean? If this tree, it could be that belongs to orphans or children. And if it falls on the floor, people would not be able to keep it, because we don't say that children are allowed to say that if it falls off, they won't want it and they let other people keep it. Because children are not able to, they don't have the ability to give something as a gift, or to be meichel, to let other people keep something which belongs to them. Therefore, anytime a person walks down the street, we should say that's forbidden to keep it because it may belong to children. And children have not given up on receiving it back and will be usher to eat. That is the question of Rav Acha, that we should be worried that maybe it belongs to children. So, Rav Ashi answered him, Amar le, Rav Ashi told Rav Acha, Baga ba'ara diasme le machzakinan. We don't assume that the entire valley, all the trees, belong to children. And therefore, we assume that it belongs to adults. And therefore, anyone who finds fruits is allowed to keep it, because if it belongs to adults, the adults allow people to pick up from the floor because they don't want to return because it gets ruined by creatures. Now, Rav Acha is going to ask two questions. He's going to say, what if we know a specific tree belongs to Yusaimim? For example, they know that this tree specifically belongs to Yasmi, belongs to Yisaimim. What will be the halacha then? Under this tree, dates that are found, are people allowed to keep it or not? That's the first question he's going to ask him. The second question he's going to ask is, what if the owner made a wall surrounding his tree? And he assumes that any dates that fall off will fall in the wall and is protected, and no creatures can take them or damage it. So what if some dates fell outside of the wall? In such a case, seemingly, the owner did not have in mind that he will allow other people to keep it. So are we allowed to eat it in this case, where there's a wall around it, or not? Let's see this in the Gemara. So now he's going to ask two questions. Question number one, Muchzik va'imid, what if we know that belongs to children? Mai, what will be the halacha then? As well as Krachta, if it is surrounded by a stone wall. Mai, what will be the halacha then? So Rav Ashi answers him, Amalei, Asiran. In those cases, you're right. It will be Asr. It will not be permitted for people who find fruit on the floor, find the dates on the floor, to keep it. In cases like this, according to Abaya, a person is forbidden to keep it. He's not allowed to keep it, and he's not allowed to eat the fruit. And the same thing in the previous case. If we know that this tree belongs to children, and children are not allowed to give up their items, they don't have the ability to give up their items, Abaya will hold that a person is not allowed to eat it. But in a regular case, we don't assume that it belongs to children. And this is the end of this lesson.